Hey there, friends. Welcome back to 12th episode of Learn English with the Hobbit. If you're new here, well, you've picked a magical place to begin. Today, we've got another fun and exciting piece of Bilbo's adventure to read together. We'll discover some useful English expressions, cool vocabulary, and of course, enjoy the charm of Tolkien storytelling. Grab your favorite drink, get comfy, and let's jump right into the world of hobbits and dragons. And don't forget, if you're enjoying this series, hit that like, tap subscribe, and ring that little bell so you never miss an adventure. The next day, he had almost forgotten about Gandalf. He did not remember things very well, unless he put them down on his engagement tablet. Like this, Gandalf, T. Wednesday. Yesterday, he had been too flustered to do anything of the kind. Just before tea time, there came a tremendous ring on the front door bell. And then he remembered. He rushed and put on the kettle and put out another cup and saucer and an extra cake or two and ran to the door. "I am so sorry to keep you waiting," he was going to say, when he saw that it was not Gandalf at all. It was a dwarf with a blue beard tucked into a golden belt and very bright eyes under his dark green hood. As soon as the door was opened, he pushed inside, just as if he had been expected. He hung his hooded cloak on a nearest peg, and "Dwalin at your service," he said with a low bow. "Bilbo Baggins at yours," said the hobbit, too surprised to ask any questions for the moment. When the silence that followed had become uncomfortable, he added, "I am just about to take tea. Pray come and have some with me." A little stiff, perhaps, but he meant it kindly. And what would you do if an uninvited dwarf came and hung his things up in your hall without a word of explanation? All right, language explorers. Now that we've enjoyed another fun chunk of The Hobbit, it's time to slow down and take a closer look at some of the interesting words and phrases that popped up. You might have noticed some strange or exciting expressions, maybe even a few that made you say, "Wait, what does that mean?" Don't worry, that's why I'm here. Let's break them down together, one by one, with simple explanations and examples you can actually use. Grab your tea, just like Bilbo, and let's dive into the vocabulary adventure. Almost means something nearly happened, but not quite. If Bilbo almost forgot Gandalf, it means he remembered him just in time. Classic Bilbo, remembering wizards only just in time for trouble. Unless means except if. Think of it as a little gate in your sentence. Bilbo didn't remember things unless he wrote them down. So, unless you write your homework, you'll forget it too. Bilbo would agree. This is just a fancy Hobbit way of saying a planner or calendar. It's where Bilbo wrote down important meetings, like tea with a wizard. Don't we all need one when unexpected dwarfs show up? Flustered is when your brain is in a bit of a jumble, confused and maybe a little panicked. Bilbo gets flustered when plans go poof and dwarves start arriving. We've all had those days. Flustered is when your brain is in a bit of a jumble, confused and maybe a little panicked. Bilbo gets flustered when plans go poof and dwarves start arriving. We've all had those days. That magical moment in the afternoon when hobbits and Brits enjoy a light snack and tea. If there's tea time, biscuits, calm vibes, and maybe a wizard are involved. Tremendous means really big or very impressive. A tremendous ring on the doorbell means you can't ignore it. Probably not just a polite neighbor. To rush is to move fast, usually because you're late or excited. Bilbo rushed to the door, probably because he thought it was Gandalf again, or more unexpected guests. A kettle is what you use to boil water, especially for tea. Every hobbit has one. Bilbo's kettle probably gets more action than his sword. A cup is what you drink from. A saucer is the little plate it sits on. It's very proper, very hobbit. You can't have tea time without them. Extra means more than usual. An extra cake or two means Bilbo was getting nervous or just really polite. Either way, he was ready for unexpected company. Simple one. Ran is the past of run. Bilbo ran to the door, probably hoping it was someone normal this time. Spoiler, it wasn't. In Tolkien's world, a dwarf is a short but strong creature who loves mountains, gold, and adventure. This one had a blue beard and was not here for tea. Tucked means something is folded or placed neatly into something else, like a shirt tucked into pants or a beard tucked into a golden belt. That's next level dwarf fashion. A belt goes around your waist for style or to hold things up, but if your beard is tucked into it, you're clearly ready for anything. A hood is the part of your cloak or jacket that goes over your head. Dwarves love cloaks with hoods, mysterious entrances guaranteed. Pushed means using force to move something. The dwarf pushed inside like he was expected. No knocking needed. That's dwarf confidence. Nearest means the one closest to you. He hung his cloak on the nearest peg. Very convenient. Not the time to go hunting for fancy hooks. A low bow is a respectful way to greet someone, bending from the waist. Dwarves do it to show respect. Hobbits do it when they're very confused but want to be polite. At your service. This is a polite way to greet someone, especially in fantasy worlds. Dwalin at your service is like saying, "Hi, I'm here to help," though help might include swords. Silence means no sound at all, which can feel very awkward, especially after someone suddenly appears in your house. Bilbo felt that. In old-fashioned English, pray can mean please. So, pray come and have tea is just a very formal, polite way of inviting someone. Totally Bilbo. Stiff can mean not relaxed, physically or emotionally. Bilbo's offer felt a little stiff. He was trying to be kind, but oh boy, he was overwhelmed. Uninvited means someone who shows up without being asked. Like the dwarves, many of them, with no respect, very un-hobbit behavior. An explanation is when you tell someone why something happened. Bilbo's visitors don't give him one. They just barge in, cloaks and all. Wow, you made it to the end. Great job. Every word you learn is a step toward confidence and fluency. Don't worry if it feels slow. Big journeys start with small steps. Just like Bilbo, you might not feel ready, but adventure calls. Keep showing up, keep learning, and trust your English journey. Can't wait to see you in the next episode. Goodbye.